All right, guys, so this is a quick warm-up. The directions are just to start with f of x and identify the transformation that winds up on g of x. And I think it'll be much easier if we do them kind of together here because mine are color-coded, okay? So the green one is the original. Can you turn the light off maybe? That will help a little. Okay, so the green one is the original. Can you tell? It's the top one. So what did it do? It went down. So which of these choices would shift the graph down? Okay, I'm hearing a lot of different answers. So f of x minus 1, I don't have a cursor. Hang on, I don't know what's going on. Or f of x minus 1 are two different things. Okay. Which one does down 1? Yes. Yes, which is A. Guys, this is the y values minus 1, so it's moving it down, okay? All right, number 2. So this time, the green one came first, so it did what? Up 2. Which one would be up 2? All right, so this is a quick review, but it'd be real helpful if you were focusing here. So the green one came first over here, and then it moved right 1. So how would we do that? It's changing x values, but remember inside the parentheses it does the opposite. So even though it went right, it's minus 1, yes. Remember this, if you had this for a parabola, the vertex would be at 1, 0. Does that help everybody? It's the opposite inside the parenthesis, okay? The green one is first, so this time it went what? Left 2, which would be? Good job. Gentlemen, you're the very people I'm concerned about not doing well on this quiz, and you're not paying attention. Number 5, the blue one came first this time. Our f of x is a square root at the origin. And what did it do to move over here? Left 2 and up 1. So up 1 and left 2. Good job. All right. I'm going to move the choices off of this screen and see if we can figure out what happened here. Can you figure out if the f of x is the blue one again? It went up, right? But it also reflected over which axis? Okay, the reflection thing is a negative, but is it on the outside or the inside? Well, if you did that to a parabola, which way would it flip? When you put it, yeah, it would flip down, which is across the x. So it's not on the outside, it's on the inside. So we would have this. Is that one of the choices? Which choice is that? All right. What about this one? If f of x is the blue one. Yeah. Right 1, down 2. So can you pick a choice there? Right 1, down 2. C sounds right. Okay. This one, the blue one is first, so it went left 1, down 2, which is left 1, down 2, which is B. Okay. That's it. Okay, I'm very concerned about stretches, but we'll practice that some more next week. Okay? I don't think I put my, let me see if I put this in here. Transformation. Did it say matching? Yeah, those are a little tricky for us yet. Yeah, no, I don't see what I was looking for. So we'll talk more about next week. Okay, the other thing I want to do today, though, before I stop our little warm-up recording, everybody type this in real fast. Yep, sorry, give me 1 second. I'll minimize this. Maybe. Just kidding. There we go. So type that in. All right, everybody got it in? Okay, if you start with a Zoom 6, is everybody getting something like this? Okay, what do we want to change? The Y max. Good, good girl. You guys are getting there. Okay, so anybody got a good suggestion? 30 worked? Okay, that works. I'm going to change one other thing real fast, because right now if I hit trace, oh, it doesn't cut off on this. Does it? If you hit trace, does yours right over the bottom of your graph? So you can't see it a little bit? So you might want to make the Y min just a little bit lower. Okay. This particular version doesn't do that, but it's painful to me when you can't see because the writing is over the top of it. All right. Now we are to find the zeros. Can you know how to find the zeros real fast? Second trace. Nah, I know what I'm doing. Second trace 0. So the first one, you want to type numbers in? It's like between -6 and -4, maybe? Okay, what does this mean? Yeah, it's 5 times 10 to the -12th, which is 0, right? It's basically 0. So the 0 is at, and I'm going to have you round to 2 places because that's what it asked for in next week's quiz. So we have a 0 at -5.17. Now, if you were doing this on a quiz, you would be required to give me a sketch and tell me the window. Okay, you would tell me your window, you would tell me a sketch. On your sketch, I would suggest you don't label the zeros because we don't use those to calculate like increasing, decreasing, whatever. Do you know what I'm talking about? Just write the zeros over here. So what did we get? Okay, did anybody find the other two yet? Okay, and there's one more. 1.7873. Okay. You can list them like this, or it would be better to list them as ordered pairs, but I won't be picky on the quiz, okay? All right. It also asks for the y-intercept on the quiz. How do you find the y-intercept? x equals 0. Yep, so just do trace 0. I got -5. You could do that by just plugging in a 0 as well. So the y-intercept was at 0, -5. All right, now we need maxes and mins. And those I would label on the graph, but do you remember what we talked about to help with confusion? Just put what on the graph? The x coordinate. But for the quiz, it will ask you for ordered pairs, okay? So guys, I'm really trying to help you be ready for the quiz, and some of you aren't. Anybody get -3.36 and 25.75? Can you, does it say guess or? Did you? Okay. Right now we're just doing max. What was the max point? Would someone read it to me again? 7.4? Okay, so that was a max. The min, anybody find that one yet? 0.69? Okay, I made that look like it's negative. So positive 0.69 with a negative what? 60. Okay. Did someone else confirm that minimum? Okay. Guys. So this x value up here was -3.36, and this x value down here was 0.69. The actual relative minimum value of the function is this y value, and the relative maximum is this y value. But I'm labeling the x's over here because that's what tells us increasing and decreasing. And they are asked in this order on the quiz. So increasing, where is this function increasing? Anywhere else it's increasing?
Yeah.
All right, and then it's decreasing. Right. Do we have to worry about square brackets on those? Nope. All right, then we have the inflection point, and that's the one that really messes with students because they don't understand that it's just totally an estimate. So somebody pick a nice number between -3 and positive 0.6. Okay, so if you trace, come on, stupid thing. If you trace to -1, does that look like where it's changing from happy to sad, or you want to go further up, or are you okay? You want to try -2? -1.5? Does that look good? So any of those answers would have worked. Okay, I would have taken any of those answers. I'm going to write -1.5 because it kind of looks to me like that's where the bend is changing, but it's totally an estimate. Okay, so somebody tell me what that number is when I get here. It was -1.5 and or 11.13, whatever. Okay, so, yep, inflection point. Sorry. I just scribbled that on there earlier when I set up the slide. All right. So if I go back here, it's -1.5. When I'm doing concave up and down, remember I'm not using max and mins anymore. So I'm talking about this side is what? Yes. So that was from the left to -1.5 was down. And concave up would be the right side here. So 1.5 to the right. Negative 1.5, right? To the right? Okay. End behavior. It will say, I don't remember the order. I think I wrote X first. Eventually they switched the order and it just, but how do we say left? And what is this graph doing on the left? It's going down, so we write, okay, how do we say right? X is approaching positive infinity, and on the right, this graph is going up, so Y is approaching infinity. All right, was that good review of graph analysis? Does anyone have a question that they've looked at and they're stuck on from the homework? Okay, so you have the rest of the period to get ready for a retake on anything, to work on anything on that list except worksheet 10 I haven't really covered yet. So your homework checklist, okay? Know that it's okay to not do the very last one yet. But all the rest of it you should be doing. And all the worked out answer keys are over in the binder over there. Any questions about what you should be doing? If you have a retake or makeup up here, there's a whole pile of them. You're welcome to work on that too. But it needs to be quiet because we do have people who want to do retakes.